NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Denver Broncos. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. On to stop that time, it was Josie Jewell. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And right away, he lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was... a pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Carr now on 1st down. And he's got it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Jacobs. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. Carlson able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult holdover. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Bridgewater. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw, it's Carr. They'll roll him out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award across the bay in Santa Clara, Von Miller, in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Hamler now on the return. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. They go play action. Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Gordon on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Ooh, with a juke. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And Mcmanus able to put it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing his car on third down. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Jacobs with a carry on first down as he'll get about 3 there before he's taken down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Carr going to leave this for Drake on the draw. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them. Both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room and this is going to be intercepted. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Denver Broncos. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, they held them to well under 200 yards of total offense, and in today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week, that great creativity.
It's caught inside the 25, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Mcmanus' point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Mcmanus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off play action. Carr. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point from Mcmanus is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, it's Carr. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Shotgun now for Carr. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Alexander Johnson. The 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Mcmanus' point after is good, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not great starting field position as well.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Going on the ground with Jacobs. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it's a 2nd down. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a draw play with Drake. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon. That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs. In the top 5 in the NFL, it's all a mindset. And I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
A good running there by Jacobs on 1st down as he's able to take this forward for a gain of 6.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And he gets it down to the 32.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me, with enough touches, he can easily crack the 1,500-yard mark.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Carr, a handoff here to Drake. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw with Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Darren Waller, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament. But it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And got his man complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point from Mcmanus is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's Mcmanus now to kick it away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. The Broncos say they have it. They do. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now Bridgewater. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Boy, that one was well-read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up.
Touchdown, Broncos! Melvin Gordon, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Broncos are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Mcmanus' point after is good, and the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's Mcmanus now to kick it away. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. On first down, Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. From the gun, it's Carr. Being chased out left. Completes it to Fitzgerald. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Now Carr again. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Here's Carr to throw. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. Carr now to throw. And that will be incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And out of of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gordon. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Runs over him. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Bridgewater. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Broncos continue to pour it on. Extra point from Mcmanus is good. And that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, here's Mcmanus now to kick it away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now Carr. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. This is Gordon as they go to him again. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Brandon Mcmanus for the Bronco field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Mcmanus is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Carr. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator is going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. On 1st down, Drake. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Carr. And the Broncos get there and take him down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Now Carr, gotta have this one. Quickly into the hands of Waller. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Von Miller in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. It's complete to Fitzgerald. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Throwing now is Carr. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Bridgewater here to throw. Gets it to Gordon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, it's a loss that could wind up hurting a little as they fall now to 11-4. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.